Hello Total Wargamers, my name is Deacon and welcome to my channel. If this is your first visit, you're welcome to subscribe to Third Age Total War Divide and Conquer 2.1 content. We're now playing as the Dwarves of Erebor, but you'll also find other campaigns going with Kant and Rohan, Dolamroth, Linden, and more content still to come. I've also got a couple of campaigns out from version 1.2, and then Warhammer and other Total War series games as well. So with that out of the way, let's take a little look how we are doing at the moment. We're constructing everywhere, and we have a lot of funds. And one of the viewers suggested we build the Masons buildings to further reduce construction costs, as the dwarves get the most benefits from the Masons. So sounds like a good idea. So let's go ahead with that and build them wherever we can, which would be like, of course, roads are very convenient. But there's a lot more that we actually need. Now, recruitment, I will try and field everything we can, while leaving room to Dale and Dorwanian. Now there's an invasion going on in Dale, but I don't think they're gonna manage. And
honor, my lord.
I think we recently grabbed some cavalry here, so there's none more available. I won't take on the privateer units,
My king, I sire.
as I think they're a little bit strange and out of place in terms of their theme.
Yes,
And there's a bunch of armies here. They are welcome to try and attack us. I would like to see where my diplomat is about. We've got Rurin
Be of service.
in Anorian, headed over to Dolamroth. Okay, so let's continue
Yes, sir.
moving.
Of course, sir.
And there's another one in the
You-
plains of Videgavia, who's gonna come over to Imladris,
sir.
it appears. So
Of course, sir.
that we've done as well. We have one spy who is over here, and we was spying
I'm
on
gonna
these mountain
stick
orcs. Oh,
you.
interesting, they bring a ballista. And the rest of them
At your
is mostly Snaga, mountain orc hunters. Not being Snaga. Alright. No more info about them, but that should do. So let's hit the end turn. Now, in terms of the game, looking at 2.1, I've mentioned it elsewhere, but to me it almost feels like a new game. There's just so much that has changed in the rosters, in building chains, in the map, also in numerous scripts. Like there's the blue wizards for Kant. Added Loon can make a choice now. Obviously there was always the big choice script for Dorwanian to go either elves or human, which is nice. It adds a ton of flavor, really, which is something that I really
My
like.
lord.
Okay, I'm gonna leave that there.
I
So
sire.
the rest of this army,
India, I lord.
we'll put it here in an ambush. Now Kirik Gathol is going to make the Masons and then a large pig farm. We might eventually go for an armory there, but it'll depend on Rune if they press in yes or no. And at the moment it doesn't seem like they're pressing at all. Do we have new units available? These are 26 turns out, 11, 16, 2, 2. So in 2 turns we will have some new stuff in Erebor. And here we get the Stonefoot Warriors and the Stiff Beast Scouts from the Orcarni. Now let's continue our diplomatic efforts. You are on your way to Imladris, so I'm gonna order you around once
Stop
more.
here, sire. My lord.
And you can of course leave this to
Aye, sire.
the end turn, but it's gonna take tons of turns before you're actually through, because they get stopped by having their path blocked so often. And now our spy just continuously trying. Oh, hello dwarf. I'm trying to get information on the garrison here, but that'll have to do.
My king.
Maybe on the next turn we'll attack Grold
Gonna stick you.
and then merge the two armies together. Now, not only maps have changed, but also the rebel faction is now called the Independent Realms, and they will actually roam around and attack you. They will leave their settlements after turn 30 to seek you out and fight your armies as well. But I think that behavior is limited to the region. Imladris Supreme. I can't remember to ever have seen this this image around. Not ever. So Imladris is doing well. That's new. We may have... Oh, they take a couple units to recruit. Alright. Grishnak. Let's put our spy next to him.
I'm gonna stick you.
Oh, they merged them together. So the Mountain Orc Hunters and these Uruk Taskmasters are now both in here. And this is 8 more turns to siege. Rune and Dorwinion are at war, but only now, so that's quite late in the game really.
I am a king.
I mean, you would think those two to be
Aye, sire. I'm a
each other's
stop here,
nemesis. Alright, we move on to Dolamrot.
Be of service? Of course, sire. Aye,
And
sire.
then Lynn here
I'll
would have to be
continue
over
tomorrow,
there somewhere. Or here.
I must stop here, sire.
Here probably.
Today's journey is over, sire.
Our spy has moved. Let's continue sieging. So the army in Onazana, they can leave their settlement, but I don't think they will actually move over to Witherboard because it's another area. That's my reasoning. It's a theory only, not proven, but... Oh, there's a crusade army, an invasion army, sorry. The Lord of Isengard is dead. Now, I'm not sure whether or not
Orders. Your will, my lord.
our army can move up
Aye, Lord.
all the way here. Can they?
My lord.
Let's just try.
Move out.
There you go.
Aye. Joining our forces.
But this is a rather strong force, so Dale might be in a little bit of trouble now. Let's start working on a liberation force. Could we get some horses? Yes. No. Sell swords for the dwarves? Alright, I'll take him. Kind of
My king.
against my taste, to be honest, to have a bunch like that amongst our dwarves, but anyway. They're no longer under siege already.
Is that what you want?
This is here's Gothmog, who is scarred. Yes.
Is that what you want? Is that what you want?
They've got multiple generals just roaming around by themselves. Where are you, diplomats? Here you are.
Aye, my lord.
And there you go.
Yes, sire.
Come on.
Of course, sire. Aye, sire.
And now over to Lynn
Awaiting
here.
your command. Yes, sire.
Oh, there it is.
Good
No,
plan in mind.
that is... Oh yeah,
This
that is Lynn
journey
here.
is over, sire.
Alright, next turn. Erebor has a catapult maker now. 12 turns for catapults to show up. Hello. And we're now building the Master Stoneworkers Hall. Okay. And let's hit the end turn. Now, if Dale were to lose its capital, what I would do is reconquer it and gift it back to them. They have come back from ruin before. I'm confident they will be able to come back again. Now it's under siege, but by this army, which isn't too strong really. And they have 4 units in here. I wouldn't mind having another spy. And we've got units, so please come this way.
We've marched our limit.
Come this way.
We march no further today.
And pig farm is nice, but how about Stoneworkers Guild House? There you go. This guy might actually siege us if Dale remains under siege, but we'll see.
Something to investigate.
This guy
Have a taste of my
now has
blade.
Grolg as general, so it's a full army. And what of Vrakiaberg then? They have Balkmeg now. Those Misty Mountain Orcs seem to be very strong in the new campaign. But we are doing what we can to get rid of them. 6 turns. I was actually expecting them to attack us sooner. They must feel that we are too strong for
My
them,
lord.
which in fact is
Of
true.
course, sire. I must stop here,
That
sire.
is not a
I
mistake.
What is it you wish to discuss?
Hello, how about trade rights?
You hold us at very well.
Lions,
Else
map
you
info,
possess.
regular tribute of 1500 for 3 turns. There you go.
I
And
accept
hey,
this wonderful deal with pleasure.
okay, giving them map information really takes some time for updating. Yep, come on.
You have another worthy proposal.
No, I
Well,
thought
that seemed fruitful. Farewell.
we are allied now. Who else are we allied to? Let's see. Do we have Gondor? Yes, we have. Glamroth, Dale, Anduin, Dorvinian, Dwarves, Woodland Realm. So we still need Galadriel and Imladris. And Rohan. I don't see Rohan in here. Okay, well they are obviously most close by for
We cannot
this
be of
guy.
service.
So let's head over to Rohan.
Got a plan in mind.
And
Yes,
then
sire.
go
We'll
over
continue tomorrow, sire.
to Bree and the Northern Dunedain. And ultimately, Linden. Okay. Now, I wonder. I do not know if Dale has the barracks, garrison, armory kind of thing. Boom. Edoras sieged. The ring has been found in Dunyard. How about Dale? Is persisting. And they bypassed us. We're still sieging them. And Rurin is on his way to Rohan.
Of course, sire. I must stop here, sire.
And Thror here is on his way to Imlavris.
Yes, sire.
Only 2 turns away. And Captain
sire.
Oldor coming to Erebor.
We've marched our
And we should... No. 2 turns for the ballista, but I don't really care about ballistas, to be honest. I do care about horses. But no horses. In fact,
Aye, Lord.
artillery is pretty much our substitute for cavalry. 4 turns for the roads and hit the end turn. And then 1 more turn and our tribute runs off and we have some more money again. But we are having more than we can spend right now. Dunland. Here come the Misty Mountain Orcs. Oh, they've emptied Vrakjaberg. Did we fail a mission? I haven't playing it. No, we're not taking that anyway. So there was no holding that back. Let's just continue creating those guild houses.
My king. Onward. We march no further today.
They're still not under siege. What surprises me though is that I don't see any more Maher. Okay, there's 1 reinforcement army, relief army underway, but
Aye, my liege.
I'd probably have expected more of them to arrive sooner. How are we doing on Dwarven culture here? 41%. We have mines. There you go. 4 turns out and we are on our way to Rohan.
My lord. Of course, sire.
Ah,
Aye,
okay,
sire.
we've passed
I must stop
Minas
here,
Tirith
sire.
again. Sometimes it's even impossible just to get through.
Aye, my lord. Yes, sire.
There we go.
Aye, sire.
Spy. Where are you, my spy? Here, you know, there, no. How is it that I cannot find you?
At your service.
Oh, there you are. Okay, it's just a general in here. And then this army.
Stick you.
Anyway, end turn. It appears Dale has tried something. And they're still not sieging. But they're just moving about erratically. They're right next door to Erebor. If they were to be attacked, we would be called in as reinforcements. Oh, wonderful. Norwinian Resplendent.
Aye, sire. Move out. We've marched our limit.
Okay, let's get a ballista because there's nothing else.
Aye, noble son.
And no other
In your name, son.
mercenaries. Okay, they're pushing on to us now with 2 armies. Kirik Gatol has new units.
Aye. Aye, Lord.
And you're both coming to Erebor.
Aye. Forward. We march no further today.
And oh, I guess we've already tried that this turn. Angmar is also doing the best it can.
Yes, sire.
Hello in Ladris.
Aye, sire.
Which is only this. Oh, alright. Dale is a powerhouse. They just can't take it. It's not being besieged, so we will get our army together. They're sending over more guys. Sweet. Sweetness.
Your Honor. Opening talks with their dignitary, sire.
And
I must
Imladris
stop here, sire.
couldn't reach this turn.
Awaiting your command.
So let's see now. 3 turns out. There. Well, had to make a little cut there because our game crashed. Which is silly.
Honor, my lord.
And it crashed at the end turn. So let's see. It does proceed now. I think those little crashes have something to do with... hey, the Vale has taken Vrakjaberg. Ha! Let's see how the Misty Mountains orcs like that. Are they moving out to... Nope. They're not taking it back. Angmar is pushing in. A Mason's Guild. Sure. That's what we get for building all these powerful Mason's buildings. And I guess that is the maximum. So let's go for a pig farm and then roads, because we have units on the way constantly and we would all benefit from them arriving sooner.
Aye, sir.
Now, once more, Dale is not under siege,
Onward.
so they are managing,
Aye.
and so are we,
Aye.
in
Forward.
terms of
Marched our limit.
getting something done here. One more turn for the road and then the brewery for more culture, and we are at turn 32, so those might be activated now. And we are visiting Imladris.
Aye, my king. Yes,
Hello.
What is it you wish to discuss?
Trade rights.
You hold us at another
And they
proposition
seem to
for
be
us, then?
doing quite well, so let's not go cheap on them. Oops, 3 turns. There you go. They do
How
it.
could we refuse such
Yeah,
an honor and
I
a pleasure? Farewell.
I wouldn't know. 2 Erebor infantry at your capital. Wow.
Of course, sire. I must stop here, sire. I'm
Rohan.
What is it you wish to discuss?
Alliance and map info.
It's good to see we... Well, that seemed
Okay.
fruitful.
Maybe we're
Farewell.
being too
Aye.
generous then with
I'll continue tomorrow, sire.
the dwells. the Imladris elves.
Today's journey is
Linden.
over, sire.
Oh dear.
Aye, Lord.
Now let's see. We are losing money now.
My king.
We cannot recruit anymore. Cavalry. So we'll just have to lose some units, which I think the Misty Mountain orgs will soon be willing to oblige. My idea. Well then, Dale. The surprise of this campaign. And yep, we're just doing our patient dwarf work. slowly but surely settling our grudges and taking back our former lands. Which is sweet. This is a vengeful campaign. Sweet revenge on the orcs. And we'll just continue to drive them back settlement by settlement. Next on my wish list is Gundabad, where we can train these awesome hammers. But Isengard. Alright then.
Yes, sire.
Edoras reached. Dunhara reached.
Today's journey
And
is over, sire.
Isengard, I'm just gonna give them something simple like 10. I'm gonna go for the pipe hole first. After this. And then a brewery. And then I think we'll continue our masons. When this invasion is done, which I think could be a while. Come here, my horsies.
Aye.
Oh, horsies are already in here.
Onward. That'll do him today, sire.
Oh, we need more money. Can we? Yes, we can. We're gonna sacrifice the lives of a few dwarves, and this is gonna come our way in one turn. I just need to remember to set it back. Who's that? Dalian diplomat.
Aye, sire.
And
I
now,
must stop here, sire. We can
oh,
be
that
of
has been
service.
this turn, so end turn. If Imladris is doing so well, then the Misty Mountain Orcs should be their victims. Or Angmar, or both. Here comes our battle. Yippee! You've got Snaga and a general and stuff. Goblin infantry being the general. 2 units of mountain orc hunters that I fear most. But they're unshielded. Then again, we don't have any range units. So it's time for those catapults and axe throwers and stiff-beard scouts to come on. So let's save this thing for battle and jump in.
Let none leave alive, lads.
And they might
Slaughter them.
slaughter them. There's a second army right after, so we can't be too wasteful with the dwarven lives. But then again, Wrakkeburg has been taken by the Vale, and Framsburg, I think, it does still belong to the Vale. So between here and what's it called? Between here and Gundabad, it's quite impossible that there should be many more Misty Mountain Orcs. Just impossible. We have a crap ton of cavalry. I'm gonna position at the other end of the field. And Erebor X-Men. X-Guard of Erebor. Now front line is going to be these guys. Erebor infantry. I don't care if your reinforcements are delayed because we are just here to take Dane's halls. If they never show up, they die. It's that simple. Mattox, a flanking force. And so is the X-Guard of Erebor, but I don't intend to throw them away. And you come here as a flanking unit kind of thing. Now let's speed things up a little. we move into position and they should come our way. They have one archer unit that I'm not too worried about, to be honest.
Dwarves! Dwarves! Keep up now!
And this is quite a nice spot that we have here. I'm gonna widen our line a little bit
We've got to move!
to get closer to the edge. And make full use of the height advantage that we have. And where are my 72? Oh, they're here. Alright then. Are they gonna try and get around us? I'm not sure. Let's stuck in Gimli right here.
Keep up now! I shall lead you!
And Loin over there.
Some fighting!
Laborers.
Keep up now!
Just another word for miners, really.
Wait! Let's get going! Grab your weapons!
Zimatox.
I'm a no!
Okay. They are waiting for their forces to pull up, and now they're sending in the mountain orc hunters. What? What are they doing? Which way are they facing? They are facing us. Okay. Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna take out 2 units of cavalry and run into some of their archers. Okay. Can't find the archers. I guess they are somewhere else. I'm just gonna charge into their rears and hopefully force the engagement.
The battle is very much in our favor.
Ah,
If we
thank
remain
you,
true and
thank
steadfast,
you.
victory will be ours. Rise up, men of Dale!
Rise up! We
Men
have...
are winning the battle.
Yes, we
If
are.
we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
We've got such an impressive army of dwarves. And the Dalesmen just need to do all the work, which is crazy. Kaboom! Okay, I'm gonna peel off one of you guys, charge into the rear of...
Victory will be ours.
This Dalish cavalry is exorbitantly strong, as it is. That's the thing, these are all just goblins. What goes on here? Okay. Into them. Okay, we are gonna press into them. Mattox. Into them. And how are you doing, cavalry? I would argue you have done your fair share. Dwarves! And okay, they insist.
Up more men. They hope to make up in numbers what they lack in courage.
Okay, they are bringing up the rest of their army now from over there to be as actually I meant to have my cavalry more into the rears of the rest of the army. But anyway, this also seems to be working. So we're gonna charge them from the rear now. They're broken. Okay. Into the archers. These are also gonna smash the archers here.
The enemy general has no. The enemy are badly bloody. We have captured the enemy general. That will teach the cowardly dog to turn tail and run.
Oh, Snaga archers, mountain orc hunters, into them. Now our army is going to be all over the map and no longer at this beautifully defensible hill, which is a pity really. So is there anything fighting here? These need a break. These need a break. You can move back here. Snaga archers. Okay, and you. Both of you. back up here. You back up here. You back up here. You back up here. In fact, any dwarf not engaged with something, I'm just gonna send back up here.
Men of Dale, it is time. Grab your weapons. Rise up, charge! Rise up, men of Dale. Men of Dale, it is time. Men of Dale, it is time. Charge!
And you two hit these archers. Okay. You can all come back here. And I no longer need you either. So come back here.
Look how our cowardly foe runs.
Yep.
It is time to press the attack.
You keep pressing. Do we need to round up these guys? Maybe. But then again, I don't think they're actually gonna be back. So, the new army is on its way. And we're gonna draw up a line of Erebor infantry right here. We'll put Gimli over here. Mattocks and Erebor axes to their rears. And a second line, these guys. Cavalry can continue to route up routing men. Is there another unit? Oh, just two.
Our army is tiring.
Oh. I'd rather have you attack these guys.
Men of Dale, it is time. Men of Dale.
And you come here. And you come there. Just smash those guys. Our cavalry is exhausted. That doesn't seem to have been a proper charge now. So, come this way. And into them. Oh, and out of them again. Come on, attack. They are broken, so you attack these guys. And you come around. Charge them, you come over here. Boom. We are a cavalry faction. For those of you who didn't know. They're broken. Alright, our most healthy punch into these archers and you into them skirmishers. Okay, come on. You are not going to let those morons get away. Infantry, just everyone into them. The Black
Only
Uruks.
half the enemy force remains.
Oh, he had a unique bodyguard. That is interesting. Cavalry. Right over there.
Rise up, men of Dale! Quickly! Move! 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 Men of Dale!
Make sure they don't come back. And we have no more stubbornness of the dwarves. Too bad. Cavalry into their rears now.
Enemy army
Kaboom!
flees be in awe of the victory we have won here today.
We lost 100. Okay, but we know that we are facing another army soon enough. Well then, this should give us Dane's halls, finally, for our King Dane, who obviously has his roots here. And then I think next we go to Gundabad right away, and King Dane himself can go after Onar Sanar. Boom, we get attacked again, I think. Yeah, right away, which is no problem. Especially not with having this much cavalry. Take out the ballista, the rest is history. 2 units of archers, and what else? 3 units of archers. And 2 Uruk taskmasters, I think a regular bodyguard. What we'll do though is play this in the next episode. So if you've liked this episode so far, please do leave a like. If you've gotten all the way up till here, I want to thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see each other next time.